Everton, the Toffees, a club that I've got a huge soft spot for. Everton have been underperforming for quite a while though. When I think of them, I think of a club that should be qualifying for the Europa League every season and even potentially pushing for Champions League qualification. However, their reality is that they are drifting into mid-table mediocrity far too often. So today, Mr. Rebuild will be taking over. Today, we will be rebuilding Everton. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here, headed back to the Premier League for today's rebuild as we take over Everton. Also a shout out to Seb and Kai who suggested on Twitter that we rebuild Everton. If you want a chance of getting a shout out in the next rebuild, make sure you let me know on Twitter or Instagram at JarradHD who you want to be rebuilt. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. If you guys do go on to enjoy today's rebuild with Everton, however, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also make sure, if you are new around here, you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below, pushing for 250,000 subscribers. So this is what our starting 11 is going to look like for season number 1. In terms of what signings I'm planning on making this season, definitely going to be going for a new right midfielder and a new striker, potentially even a new right back if we have enough to work with financially. But there is some work to do with this Everton squad, so I'm keen to get underway. Our first signing of the rebuild is a player I've been wanting to bring in for quite a while. It is Josef Martinez, the Venezuelan striker from Atlanta United, joins us for £33.4 million. And there it is. We upgrade at the right midfield spot as well. Nicolas Pepe joining us from Lille for £30.3 million. Welcome the Ivorian. We stretch our budget to the absolute limits to pick up a third signing. It's a new right back. It is Nelson Semedo. The Portuguese right back joins us from Barcelona for £28 million. And I'll tell you what, we are developing a little bit of an ex-Barcelona backline. We now have Digne, Mina, and Semedo. So unless Keane that somehow played for Barcelona, that's 3 out of our 4 starting defenders. So 3 big-time players into the club that have helped us put together a solid right-hand side and a solid starting 11 for the start of this season. But let's see how the first season is tracking along halfway through it. Okay, so this is an alright position. I feel like our goal needs to be sort of in the top 8, I guess you could say, for this season. But we're currently sitting in 6th with a real shot of qualifying for the top 4. A good second half of the season will see us do that. Maybe turn some of those draws into wins. But currently Chelsea, top of the Premier League. Who is in the relegation zone? It is Southampton, Fulham and Crystal Palace. And yeah, no real surprises here. A massive opening window means no transfer business done in January, so let's see how season 1 concludes. So season 1 sees us finish in 7th position, only 5 points away from a top 4 finish, which makes me believe that next season, with a few more signings, we can definitely make a stronger push for top 4. We just need to get into that top 4 really. But Man United do finish top of the league, Chelsea just behind them. And then as we scroll down, yep, the same teams, Fulham, Southampton and Crystal Palace all relegated. Bournemouth, they won the FA Cup over Chelsea, and Liverpool won the Carabao Cup over Spurs on penalties. Juventus win the Champions League for season 1, and Bayer Leverkusen, they win the Europa League over Inter Milan. So a decent start to life in charge of Everton, just got to build up the squad and see it grow around us. But let's jump into season 2. We're not wasting time. To kick off season number 2, we bring in a new left midfielder. It is going to be Julian Brandt, signing from Leverkusen for £46.2 million. 2 player departures here as we sell Kevin Miralash to Fenerbahce for £8 million, and Umar Niasse to Crystal Palace for 5.7. So much stock to clear out of the club. The latest player to go is Bernard. The Brazilian is departing for Arsenal, and we have sold him for 25.8 million. And Morgan Schneiderlin is off to Leicester City, 8 million for his services. We've sold another one of our players to Arsenal. This time it is Seamus Coleman. I'm sad to let him go. He's been a very loyal player to Everton, but it's career mode. We've got to be cutthroat. 30 years of age, he had to go. We are going insane with the transfers, lads. Tosin is the latest player to depart the club, off to Watford for 13.7 million. So my goal for the remainder of this window is to buy a superstar attacking midfielder. So to help fund that, we have sold Gylfi Sigurdsson, and we've sold him to Manchester United, £33.2 million for the Iceland midfielder. Best of luck, mate. So much money has been spent on this guy, but it is going to be a player that I believe will be here for the remainder of the rebuild. It is Bernardo Silva, unveiled as Everton's marquee signing. We signed him from Manchester City for £99.6 million. I think it's going to be £99 million well spent. One of the more active windows you are bound to see in the rebuilding series. Branton Silva, 2 massive signings into the club, but then a £103 million worth of talent out of it. And this is a nice looking side. Need to touch up a few areas like the defense, but my God, our attack is looking deadly. We need to qualify for Champions League this season. Let's go and see how the progress is tracking along. We find ourselves in a very similar position to where we were halfway through last season, sitting in 8th position on 28 points this time. Still a lot of room for us to grow and a lot of room for us to go down, probably even more. Wow, we're actually really close to the relegation zone. Spurs in 17th, but Bournemouth, West Brom, Middlesbrough struggling. We're not in a great position, but I don't know. It's a season that could either go really well or really, really bad, and honestly, we don't know how it's going to go right now. So we are going to make a pre-contract signing here. It is someone with a fair bit of Premier League experience at this point. It is going to be Eric Bailly, joining us next season from Manchester United to really shore up our defense a lot more. So I am very excited for Bailly to come in next season, going to make our defense a lot stronger. I think next season I'm going to focus maybe on defensive midfield actually, but we're going to focus on that lower half of the side because our attack is insane. But hopefully we're focusing on the side that is in the Champions League. Let's go and find out if we are. Oh, we're getting so close, lads. We finished on 60 points in 6th position, and I just accidentally backed out of the save, but we're out of the menu. But 6th position, 60 points, 4 points away from the top 4. Surely next season with another signing or two, another world-class signing or two, we finally break into that top 4. Our Merseyside rivals Liverpool winning the Premier League, and it's Cardiff City, Middlesbrough, and West Brom all being relegated. Man United did win the FA Cup against Aston Villa of all sides. And Man United also won the Carabao Cup, so fair play to them. Man United could have done an unconventional treble if they won the Champions League final, but they lost to Tottenham. And Borussia Dortmund, they won the Europa League final 2-1 against Lazio. I am absolutely loving making this rebuild so far. The business we have done has been incredible, and I'm hoping the results can follow suit in Season 3. We kick our 3rd season in charge of Everton off with a player departure. We have sold Idrissa Gueye to Manchester United. £19.6 million is the transfer sum. If Liverpool fans had a little bit of a dislike towards Coutinho before this, they're certainly going to hate him now because Coutinho has signed with us at Everton. What a signing he is going to be. I just love baiting Liverpool. I love baiting any sort of fan base. It is one of the things I take pride in with my videos. But we have brought in Philippe Coutinho. I'm going to be playing him as a central midfielder for the start of this season, and then potentially try to find a better spot, try to work the squad around it. But we have signed Coutinho for £83.9 million. And Michael Keane is the latest player to depart Goodison Park. We have sold the Englishman to Manchester United for £26.8 million. And a top signing here as we bring in another centre-back to the club, Manuel Akanji from Borussia Dortmund. The Swiss centre-back signs for £36.9 million. Two big players in, two big players out. Coutinho and Akanji in, Gay and Keane out of the club. And then this is what the starting 11 looks like. So we've got players that are still going to be growing, and the squad's going to grow together, which I'm really excited about. And hopefully, when we check in on January 1st, 2021, we are in a good league position. Not great, not terrible. I'm not over the moon about this, but there's still hope for the season. On the 1st of January, we sit in 7th position on 32 points, 5 points out of the top 4. Definitely an overcomable task, but I would have loved to be in that top 4 already. And a player departure here, one that might surprise you, it is Lucas Digne. I have sold him on to Manchester City now. It doesn't say it there, but I did sell the Frenchman for £32.7 million. So let's go find ourselves a new starting left back. And there it is. Digne's upgrade, Digne's replacement, it is Alex Tellez. At this point of the career mode, left backs are hard to come by if you want to get an improvement. So I know I've signed this guy a little bit, but he's always a quality pickup in career mode. And we've got him on a pretty good price from Real Madrid, £37.6 million. So a 1-for-1 swap in this January transfer window. Alex Tellez in, Lucas Digne out. Are we going to be in to the Champions League? Let's find out. Oh, come on. We just can't crack that top 4. We just cannot crack it. We sit in 6th position. We had a very decent second half of the season, but we sit in 6th position. Surely next year. Chelsea, top of the league, Premier League champions. Watford, Sheffield Wednesday, and Huddersfield relegated, but we're just so close to pushing through to that top 4. Brighton did win the FA Cup. Leicester City won the Carabao Cup. Juventus won another Champions League final. And Borussia Dortmund won the Europa League. Where did we finish though? Because I know we made it. Okay, we got eliminated by Schalke. Yeah, Schalke in the round of 16. We're just so close to breaking through the mold, breaking through to that top 4. Next season has to be the season. We're going to move on. Season 4. Let's get it right, Everton. Come on, Toffees. Come on, the Toffees. Come on, you Toffees. Just come on, Everton. One of the best defensive prospects in Europe has signed for us here at Everton. It is Matthias de Ligt, signing for £63 million from Ajax, 87 rated already. That is a monster of a pickup, and we welcome him to Goodison Park. And we're going to have a player departure here. Mo Bezic off to Fiorentina. We have sold the Bosnian midfielder for £10.4 million. And a big player departure here as we move on Eric Bailly for £40 million. I mean, considering we got him on a free transfer, that ain't a bad piece of business there. Tidy bit of business because we sold him for a £40 million profit. Changing things up a little bit because we have brought in a world-class centre midfielder. It is Saul coming from Atletico Madrid. We pay £94.6 million for the Spaniard, and he is going to be such an influential player to our midfield. So 2 massive players into the squad that are surely going to help us get Champions League qualification. De Ligt and Saul in, Bezic and Bailly in. We have dropped Brandt to the bench. I'll look to sell him on potentially next season or just keep him, or even in January. But speaking of January, let's see how the season is tracking along then. This is exactly what we wanted to see, because halfway through the season, we sit in 1st place on the Premier League table. I know it's over halfway, which is actually better for us, but we sit 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Not a safe bet or anything, but Top 4 is what we need, and currently we're 13 points clear in terms of staying in the top 4, which is good. You guys know the deal by now. I mean, we never seem to do any business in January because I spend so much. I spend basically every cent I have in that opening transfer window, but we're sitting in first. Can we stay there? I certainly hope so. Let's go and get that Champions League qualification. Also, right now, at the time of recording, it's 5:30 in the morning, so if you can hear me stumbling over a few words and not pronouncing words correctly, that's probably why. Get in there, lads. We have won the Premier League title. We have only 3 losses all season and win the Premier League with Everton 2 points ahead of Chelsea. But the most important thing is that we have qualified for Season 5's Champions League, and I'm confident with another signing or 2 that we can go all the way next season. We finish in a very good position, obviously, but who got relegated? It is going to be Wolves. Okay, Wolves got relegated with West Brom and Wigan. Wigan got all the way up to the Premier League. Fair play to them, but back down to the Championship they go. West Ham did win the FA Cup 2-1 over Manchester City. Chelsea won the Carabao Cup over Man City. Liverpool, they win a Champions League title over Juventus. And it is Inter Milan rounding out the season with Europa League glory. And there it is, the challengers have become the champions. We have won the Premier League title with Everton, and now our next goal is set on winning the Champions League. Starting Season 5 off with a bang, one of the best strikers in the world at this point of the career mode. It is Harry Kane. The Hurricane is coming to Goodison Park. We bring him in from Tottenham for £128 million. Not a small sum at all, but a worthy signing. We're lucky because we've had Jordan Pickford for the entire rebuild, so we haven't had to put any thought towards the goalkeeper spot. And the only thought I'm having now is in terms of a backup, because if Pickford went down, we would have been screwed. So we have done some pretty tidy business. Timo Horn, 86 rated, 29 years of age. He's going to be our number 2 goalkeeper. Not a bad number 2 to have. £31.5 million for the German signature. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Somebody get me on the X Factor. A player departure here as Morgan Feeney makes the move to Sunderland for £3.3 million. And a monster deadline day pickup as we bring in Joshua Kimmich, the right back from Bayern Munich. What we have done is we have swapped Nelson Semedo for Joshua Kimmich, plus I think it was £36 million. It's a lot of money, but it's worth it for me and for this club, in my opinion, because financially we weren't going to really be able to make any bigger signings with the amount of money we had. So I thought, let's just put it all into upgrading the right back spot, which we've done. I'm going to stop rambling because I'm just so excited. So, a crazy good transfer window. We've set ourselves up so well for an awesome season. Kane, Horn, and Kimmich all into the club. Semedo and Feeney out of it. And I mean, that starting 11 is just bonkers. That is, I just said bonkers. What is going on with me? But we have basically got our lowest rated players are 86 rated, which is Richarlison and Tejas. The rest of the squad, 87, 88, 89. Then Kane, who is 90 bloody 2. Oh my god, let's go and see our Champions League group, because I feel like we're just going to dominate this 5th season. So Group D of the Champions League is what we have been drawn into, and it is a difficult group that we're going to have to navigate with extreme caution, because Valencia, Leipzig and Salzburg can all probably hold their own. But one thing I thought, I'm pretty sure that both Red Bull sides legally aren't allowed to be in the same group or competition or something like that because of potential collusion being under the same business, but that's an issue for another day. Just the thing I thought I heard, but we won't worry about it. It's FIFA. I doubt much match fixing is going to be going on in FIFA, but let's see how we finish up in Group D. Not a single loss in the group stages. We get through to the knockout rounds with flying colours. How good is that? Valencia and ourselves absolutely killing it. And the two Leipzig, or the two Red Bull teams, I should say, struggle big time. But who will we be facing in the knockout rounds? PSV Eindhoven, cannot complain with that at all. Yes, they have some good quality youngsters, but out of all the teams here, I do not expect them to be as big of a challenge. But that's probably going to be famous last words. I say that now and I'll probably get done 7-0 over both legs. But I'm happy with the position we find ourselves in at the moment. And I'm also quite happy with our league position at the moment. 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Looking to go back to back in the Premier League with Everton. Wouldn't that be something? No business done, no surprises. Let's go and take on PSV. All right, traveling to the Netherlands now, traveling to Eindhoven, taking on PSV in the away leg here of the round of 16. We need to get off to a strong start. We need to score away goals. Do they have anybody of big notice? They've got Thomas the Kiwi in the midfield who's decent. Bergwijn's decent. Gutierrez. No Chucky Lozano, which is good, but the only thing that's happened so far is a yellow card to Saul. Some substitutions happening. Martinez on for Kane. Come on, another yellow card for Richarlison. Are we going to get an away goal? We do. Julian Brandt off the bench gets us a crucial away goal. All right, we've got the home leg now. We have the away goal advantage, but if PSV can get a goal back, it is game on for them. Come on, we get a goal in the 4th minute. Coutinho makes it 2-0, which is good to see. Come on, Everton. Come on, Philippe. Now we need to hope that we can hang on and that we can not get any suspensions or injuries. Hopefully, Tejas is not suspended. They get an injury, which is fine by me. 20 minutes to go now. Coutinho surely sends us through to the quarterfinals. 3-0 up. We're going to the quarterfinals. Doesn't look like we have any injuries. Hopefully Tejas isn't suspended. Okay, so it's an all-English affair for the quarterfinals. We stole their striker, Harry Kane, from Tottenham. Hopefully he can do a job against his former side as we take on Tottenham. It is the away leg up first. Big fan of that. We travel to Wembley, although we're 5 seasons in, so you'd like to think Tottenham Stadium's finished by now. They've got some quality players in here. Kimpembe is a notable signing. Asenio in between the sticks, but Harry Kane scores against his former side. Ali does score a penalty though, but we do have an away goal, which I'm always happy about. They got Immobile as well. Can we get... No, yes, okay, Harry Kane. I thought he played for Tottenham for a second, but Harry Kane picking up a brace, getting us a second away goal, which is so crucial. And it's going to be a 2-1 advantage for us as we head back to Goodison Park for the home leg. Come on, lads. We are one decent performance away from a semi-final of the Champions League. We're in the quarterfinals. We're 2-1 up, 2 away goals. An early goal for us would be so crucial. Come on. Harry Kane, he scored all 3 goals for us so far against Tottenham. He is proving to be worth the money. Immobile gets a goal back though. They get 1 away goal back. We're into the second half. It is tense scenes here. Richarlison puts us up again. Richarlison gets red carded though, so he will be missing the semi-finals if we get there. And it's looking like we will. It's another 2-1 win against Tottenham, making it 4-2 on aggregate. But we're going to be without Richarlison in the next match. We take down one English team in Tottenham, but now we have to take down another, as it is going to be Manchester United versus Everton in the Champions League semi-finals to get the opportunity to face either Barcelona or Chelsea. I am hoping that it can be the Toffees involved there, but no Richarlison in the first leg is going to be tough. Let's just get into it though. Come on, Everton. Let's get to the goddamn final. All right, the away leg up first again, which I'm stoked about. Josef Martinez coming into that starting 11. Richarlison suspended for the first leg. Let's get some goals. They've got De Gea still. Martinez, Josef Martinez, the replacement, gets us the lead. How good is that? Who have United actually brought in? They haven't brought anybody in except for Langlet and Calabria, so interesting. But Martial does get them an equaliser. Come on, let's get another away goal like we got against Tottenham. Come on, Harry Kane, I want you. Yes! I am talking this into existence. My words are being profited. I don't even know what the word is. I'm just going to say, hey, universe, let me win the state lottery. Let me win $1 million. Let me get 1 million subscribers. Let this video get 1 million views. But Harry Kane is going to get us a 2-1 advantage in the first leg. So we have Richarlison back for the second leg, but another player suspended. It is Saul, so Coutinho drops into centre midfield. Brandt back into the starting 11. Come on, an early goal for us would be nice. We are 2-1 up with 2 away goals behind us, which is a dream. Come on. If it stays 0-0, I am stoked. I am over the moon if it stays 0-0. United need to score 2 goals. No ifs, ands, or buts. And the longer they can go without scoring a goal, the better. We don't want any suspensions. There it is. Harry Kane making it 3-1. Harry Kane has been so good for us this season. And we are going to be going to the Champions League final. No injuries, no suspensions. That is what we want. Come on, Barcelona or Chelsea, who are we versing? It is going to be Everton versus Barcelona in the Champions League final for Season 5. Are we going to wrap things up here, or will we be taken down and have to fight in a 6th season? In terms of domination, this has been one of the most dominant seasons I've ever had in a rebuild, and we're going to see if we can carry that on in the Premier League, the Cups. Let's see how we have shaped up, because we have a chance to win the Champions League title. Before we check those, though, we are going to check around the other Cups, and it is the Europa League being won by Man City on penalties. Get in there, lads. We have won another Premier League title. We finish clear by 10 points, meaning we go back to back in the Premier League. But most importantly, if we fail to take down Barca tonight, we get another shot in season number 6. But our side is ridiculous. It is such a good side. Who got relegated? West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds. Wowee. In the Community Shield, we lost 1-0 to Everton, which is disappointing. But if you were to lose anything this season, I mean, the Community Shield, not super important. Wow. We lost the FA Cup final on penalties to Swansea City. On penalties. Oh, you're kidding me. Damn, we could have been up for the treble if we won that. Oh, you are kidding me. We lost the Carabao Cup final as well on penalties. What is it with us and penalties? I swear to God, we better hope this game against Barcelona doesn't go to penalties. Otherwise, we are going to be in big strife. We could have been up for the goddamn quad. Heck, if we won the Community Shield, not that it really matters, but we could have been up to win every single competition, 5 trophies. Instead, we're just up for the double now. But I mean, if you were to win anything, the Premier League and Champions League is a pretty good combo. But we are going to take a look at the squad report here at the end of this 5th season with Everton. Is it going to be the final season? Is it going to be one where we can win the Champions League? We have built one incredible side. The starting 11 and the bench is ridiculously good. We've got, look at our left mid stocks. We've got 3 players there that are all 85 rated or higher, and they all get onto the bench because they can all be so versatile. That's the sort of side I love building. It's versatile sides where if a player gets suspended, other players can come in and cover at heaps of different positions. But a crazy good squad. Is it going to be enough to get us another title? Is it going to be enough to get us a Champions League title? Let's find out. Only come out the Toffees versus Barca. Who will come out glorious? Let's find out. Oh, Cardi, good touch against the Kanji. They're going in the middle. We've given them so much space, and Servi has missed that. What position is Servi? Is he a left midfielder, or is he a striker? He puts his laces through it, but misses it by a not that much of a margin. That could easily been 1-0 if like someone like a Cardi was in front of it. Ah, nice ball movement from Elena. Dropping back with Bernardo Silva, but they're gonna let Elena. God, we can't let them get into those positions. I get tongue-tied when I get into those positions, and our players start to trip over their feet, all because of my control. It is a corner though for Barcelona, who have been strongest in these opening phases of the game. Headed out from Pepe to himself. Terrible touch, but he gets the ball here. Trying to hit him on the counter. Richarlison. Oh, beautiful skills from Richarlison. The La Croqueta, I think it was. Now we're through. Pepe. Trying to go. Hitting that one. Ah, got to have a better finish. Here we go. Oh, Silva's through. Silva. Come on, Bernardo. Out-muscled, but he wins the ball back. Silva. That's 2 good opportunities. We've got to be doing better from there. Come on, we're on the attack to start the second half here. Kane and Richarlison trying to link up with each other. Please be onside, Bernardo Silva. We square it. Oh, he's offside. We almost scored a great team goal there. Come on, lads. We're trying to break them down. Saul going over the top there to Pepe in acres of space. Pepe holding it up nicely. Trying to make some good space here. Bernardo Silva. Richarlison. Finesse. Oh, to Stegen flying like an eagle. Come on. We've had all the momentum in this second half. We need to do something with it, though. It's Pepe going there. We're so bunched up. We need to make some space. Kimmich, though, putting this one in here. Coutinho! Oh, my God. What a goal that would have been. They're on the attack, Icardi. Going through to Dembele. We're trying to defend. They get a great shot off. And Rafinha puts Barcelona in the lead. Oh, they were the better side in the first half, but we've been dominant in this second half. But our lack of ability to find the back of the net has cost us. And with 20 minutes to go, we need to go all-out attacking mode because Barcelona have got a goal. I just overcommitted with the wrong players. Great finish, though. We are making a substitution here. Richarlison coming off and Josef Martinez coming onto the field. All right, we're going to get a corner here. It is Bernardo Silva. We need a big head onto this one. Harry Kane is going to be that head. And just like that, we are going to equalise in the Champions League final, only behind for 5 minutes. Harry Kane stepping up and doing exactly what we needed him to do. It was a perler of a delivery, but my God, what a header that was from the Hurricane. Come on. Pepe, he's going to go here to Silva, who's going to put it in early. Win that Coutinho. Martinez, get there. Oh, cleared away. Win the follow-up header, though. We do. Martinez, touch. Oh, no. He went for the bicycle. Ter Stegen did. What is going on in this game? Oh, what a terrible touch. What is going on there? Last play of the game, it looks like, at least for regular time. Martinez, through. It's going to be cleared away. Damn it, lads. We're going to extra time. I hate extra time. But we're going to have to put up with it. Come on, let's knuckle down. Come on, passing it around. Julian Brandt, fresh off the bench. Silva makes some fantastic runs, but his finishes haven't been great. What the fuck was that? That was a shot, and he hit it across the face of the goals. I am not shooting with Silva anymore. Okay, Dillit's going to pass this one short to Julian Brandt. Fresh off the bench. Goes to Harry Kane. Going to go Tom Davies, also fresh off the bench for Silva. Come on, lads. We're going through. We're going to hit it first time. Oh, we scored it. Coutinho against his former side gets us potentially a Champions League title winner. What build-up play that was. Look at that. We were so calm, so composed. Beautiful ball from Tom Davies. And just like that, we take the lead in extra time. Philippe Coutinho, the Brazilian, nestling that one into the bottom right corner. Come on, you toffees. Barcelona wasting plenty of time here. Trying to build up a play, which is fine by me because then we're just going to go pick their pocket and maintain possession here. 2 minutes of added time. We're going to move into their half. We're going to wrap this thing up. Look at that. Straight through to Alex Tellez, who is onside. We're going to win the Champions League title. Let's try getting another goal just for cause effect. It's not going to come. Blow that whistle, referee. There it is. Everton, champions of Europe. Rebuild complete. Lads, you wanted it. You've got it. That has been the Everton rebuild. If you guys enjoyed this rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But most importantly, I hope you have a fantastic day. Enjoy the title celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.
If I slip into the ocean, swallow me up in one motion. Though seas my queen, I show devotion. Where's my lifeline, Mr. Bosun? I ain't ready to let go now. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go now. Ready to let go now. Ready to let go now. If I slip into the ocean, swallow me up in one motion. Though seas my queen, I show devotion.